And so you really should be able to give an elevator pitch to this question. How are customers handling the issue of good AI requires good data? And I'm just going to go right down the line and let Danielle have the last word. So Pasquale.
Yeah, I think the first thing about it is that customers are never going to have great data because it's impossible. It's already out of date. You did something this morning that's already out of date. The question is, how do you get the data to be as good as you need it to be to have great outcomes? And I think the answer is continual measurement of the outcomes as you go. So obviously you can go back and try and fix everything in every knowledge base you've ever had, or you could look at the calls and the contacts and engagements you're having, and then go change the things based on the ones that are coming up in the places where you see divergence, where you see long-term negativity, right?
So you have to establish that level of trust. A good example is one of our customers, thousands of hotels all over the world, and we were building an FAQ application. And generative AI is great for certain things, but if you have wrong data, right? If you're going to call into a hotel and say, hey, can I bring a dog? What time is checkout? Do you have a pool? If you have data that's not normalized, you're going to get bad outcomes. And so one thing shameless plug, we just launched our GenAI studio today. And specifically, it's about allowing customers to build summaries, build applications to truly understand what the data is going to look like before you put it in front of your customer, before you put it in front of your agents. And one of the things I like to say is traditional AI is sort of like a chef that can only follow a recipe, right? Generative AI is like a chef that can create their own recipes. And I think what we just launched today is a personal AI chef. I don't know who wants that, but it allows you to really bring in the ingredients of your contextual data to really look at, hey, and establish that trust with customers out there as well.
Thank you.
Because that's data that can be used to train, and also AI actions can be applied on, first thing. Second thing, we're seeing kind of the resurgence of the value, the premium value of the recorded call or the interaction dialogue. Used to be there for policy or compliance purposes historically. Now there's a third use case, which is to train and apply AI to that. And so what we do with Enlighten XO is actually to trawl through an organization's interactions, get rid of the ones that don't have the great outcomes, because we can see the outcomes because it's an Enlighten model, pick just the ones that have got the great outcomes, and that becomes what we automate and what we do agent assist with, all those kind of things. So data, absolutely critical. You can't get anywhere without it, but there are amazing tools that use AI today to clean data and identify the best data to actually drive things.
Excellent.
Plus one, data. We are data rich, we are data intense, and here's how we are. Think 4,000 flights a day, across the globe, domestic, international, interacting, engaging with customers, in the air, on board, at the airport, at the gate, or you're calling or you're messaging with us, and so many other touch points and engagements that tells us about our customer and our people. How do you use AI for good? On that one, I'll close this out. Back to you.
Excellent. We have come in on time. Probably not as much direct conflict as you would like to see. Sometimes the audience would like to see some fisticuffs, but...
That was backstage.
We got it out of our system early. Okay, excellent. I want to absolutely thank my panel for taking time, prepping so well, and bringing some great stories and insights and things to think about as you go ahead and deploy GenAI. And obviously, special thanks to Danielle for coming and giving us her time. And you're the proof of concept. Yes, we should have customers on our panels.